Introducing first and fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 5 wins and 2 defeats. Standing at 5 foot 2 inches and weighing in at 124.7 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, representing Jackson Wink Academy, please welcome Jordan Butters Burkholder. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner with a record of 11 wins and 13 defeats. Standing at 5 foot 8 and weighing in at 124.1 pounds. Fighting out of Honolulu, Hawaii, representing Prodigy MMA and Workshop Jiu-Jitsu, please welcome the reigning champion, Shojin Miki. This fight will be reffed by Dave Salyusen.
Going to go over those big ones again. Stay off the top, back of the head, neck, and spine, and keep your fingers out of the cage. Got it? All right, touch them. Let's have a good fight.
All right, main event time here. Front Street Fights 31. A great show. Fans sticking around here late. 11 o'clock on the dot here, local time in Boise, Idaho. Thanks for joining us on KTVB Plus and Front Street Fights YouTube page. Let's get into this final fight of the night.
Early pressure from Shojin.
Yeah, a lot of energy right out of the hole, right?
Nice kick there from Burkholder, and I'm not sure it really caught him, though. Good back and forth pace, though. Both fighters exchanging blows and a great takedown.
Great timing on that with the catching the kick.
Yeah.
Strong elbow by Miki into the side of the head of Burkholder here as they'll tussle for
Got
advantage.
a nice little Kimura trap set up. See if he can turn it into a full-fledged Kimura, right?
He seems very...
Oh, nice. Whoa,
right
good
back
recovery.
To it.
Through his career, Shojin Miki has been known for submission wins.
Oh, nice. Nice and gentle.
Nice takedown. You know, it's early in the fight. We'll be nice to each other.
Yeah. Miki, a seasoned vet looking to reclaim glory, dangerous years of savvy in the cage, known for controlling the pace and finishing. He's got slick jiu-jitsu. Burkholder in the top position now, the 28-year-old entering the prime of his career. He's got a mix of knockout and submission finishes. Well-rounded fighter, though, with high-level coaching. Aaron Pico. Experience versus explosiveness.
Yeah, so he's setting up some good shots to the body and to the head, right? Going, working high-low.
Yeah.
You know, do you think it would be better for him to push him up against the cage and kind of negate some of his guard work? Miki, so push Miki up against the cage?
No. I mean, yes and no. I think that if he can just get his head against the cage, that could work in his favor. Absolutely. He can do some damage there and isolate what Miki can do. But it also gives Miki a chance to climb up the wall. True. And get back to his feet. So, you know, I guess pick your poison.
Yeah, for sure.
2.5 to go here in our first of 5 rounds championship for the flyweight division, 125 pounds. As Shino mentioned, technically we have a title defense here, but at this point of the match, it doesn't matter who the champion is. It's who it's gonna be here over the next several minutes.
Yeah, Burkholder's doing a good job of just kind of staying in that space in the guard where you really don't want your opponent to be. You either want them to be really close or really far away.
Yeah.
And Burkholder's kind of staying in that middle range.
He's able to re-guard so well.
Yeah.
Also relaxed pace from both fighters here early in this one.
Yeah.
No, this is a tough position, though. I feel like it's so easy to cancel each other out in these kinds of positions.
Yeah.
You know, like Miki is doing a great job just making it difficult enough for Burkholder to not be able to advance position.
Yeah, for sure.
He's almost there with these like half guard positions, and then Miki ends up getting his knee back in and regarding.
Yeah, he regards on him really well. He's good at staying on his side.
Yeah, this is a great position for Burkholder to do exactly that.
Yeah, right.
Minutes ago in the first round, Burkholder in control.
Oh, ninja? Is that called a ninja? Or?
He's
no,
tight.
it's not. It's a darce.
Yeah, yeah, but it's tight.
I try to be cool.
Well, the names change all the time, right?
I know, right?
So. He's doing a good job of keeping a lot of pressure on him, kind of squishing him into the cage there.
Oh, good elbow. He's picking really good shots to hit him with, and he's not just
he's not
throwing,
just spamming it, right? Yeah.
And I think he cut him pretty good over the right eye with that last elbow.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's got a good cut going.
Burkholder just above the eyebrow.
I wonder if they'll bring the doctor in to check that during the break.
They just called the doc in. The ref let him know he's got a cut over the eyebrow.
Final seconds here of the first round, and that'll do it. Definitely some damage taken, though, by Shojin Miki. A great elbow, a vicious elbow from Jordan Burkholder there. We'll see, though, what the damage looks like. Shojin, though, he's a vet. That's not going to bother him.
Yeah, and I think, you know, one of the things we're seeing with these guys is they are really being careful about the shots they're throwing. They're waiting for opportunities. They're trying to set up openings and create something where they can land something significant.
Yeah, you'll notice that the difference between, you know, the first fights we saw of the night. Burkholder waiting for that window to really deliver that devastating shot. Let's take a look at some of the highlights there, the first 5 minutes. Certainly a nice flurry to get things going. You can see Burkholder taking a shot, but
that was
a
a
good
hard
tackle.
knee, though. I didn't see that.
Good control, though, for Jordan Burkholder as he delivered those elbows.
He controlled the ground very well in that round.
And that was to me a little unusual to see the way he held him against the cage in that bottom position, where he didn't back up, he didn't go in, he just kind of stayed in that range where he could keep pressure on him, keep him pinned, and also hit him.
Yeah.
Underway in the second round here of our championship fight. Heavy shot there, eaten by Burkholder as he went in for a wrap-up. You can certainly see the cut over the right eye, though, of Miki. Doesn't look as bad as maybe the blood earlier might have thought it might be.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice takedown. Again, he pulls him away from the cage and then just cuts the angle just enough, you know?
He's listening to, Burkholder is listening to his corners so well. I'm hearing what they're yelling at him, and he's doing it right away.
Yep.
Even at the highest level, being coachable and learning on the fly, that's certainly a talent.
Yeah, you have to develop that trust with your team that they're seeing something you're not when you're in there, and you just have to trust them. You know, if Burkholder could get his left shin vertical, he could get out of there. It's kind of a quasi lockdown, and those are annoying. But if you can get that shin vertical, then you can pummel your leg out and go ahead and pass that guard. Yeah, there it is. See kind of how he's getting vertical now? That's going to let him get out of there. But Miki's got a good Kimura going there. Got a little bit of a Kimura trap going.
Yeah, just makes him think about it a little bit.
Yeah, it makes him have to consider it, right?
I don't really think he has an angle on it, though.
No. No, he's just kind of got that Kimura trap game where you just have the double grip.
Yeah.
But you can't really make something happen yet. But it definitely makes him think about it.
Burkholder landing some shots. Under 3 to go here in the second round.
That was a pretty hard elbow.
Yeah,
he's so good at picking his elbow shots.
He further opened up that cut from the first round.
Yeah, it really opened him up.
You can see now Miki really leaking from above the eye. Again, the the difficulty of being able to see as that,
Yeah.
that blood's running down your face and into your mouth.
Yeah, that's a lot of blood.
That was definitely a significant elbow.
Yes.
But Shojin appears to be very calm in there.
Yeah. I mean, these guys are pros, right?
Yeah.
So this is part of the game.
I mean, that's what we signed up for. A little blood,
Yeah.
a little sweat, little tears.
Every now and then, somebody's going to make you bleed your own blood.
Yeah.
You know?
Trying to get a rear naked choke here. This
I
might.
don't think he has it. No.
No. He was in a good position for a short choke or maybe even a fulcrum, but
Miki slams it down. Jordan Burkholder on top of Miki with the crimson mask here with under 2 to go. In the second round, you can see Burkholder trying to take his time, it looks like. You know, he's really not rushing into anything.
Yeah,
here.
no, and I think that's what, you know, being a veteran of the sport is. I feel like here we're going to see a lot of the same as we saw in the first round, where Burkholder's going to punish him a little bit here. Miki's going to try and get out.
Methodical pace here.
Here, okay, Miki, if he has the power to, just needs to rip that hand to his chest, that arm to his chest.
Oh, Burkholder, I think, snuck a nice right hand in there. Now a hammer fist.
Oh, they're bloodied up. This is going to be hard to hold each other.
yeah.
Oh, an arm triangle, not deep enough.
Under 1 to go here in round 2. Championship on the line.
And Shoji did a really good job of defending that arm triangle.
Yeah.
Immediately, it's like not worth trying.
Soft takedown to the mat here with 40 seconds to go. Flyweight championship on the line here.
That is a lot of blood dripping from his forehead.
Yeah. It's a bad cut. It looks pretty rough.
Burkholder in complete control here through
Yeah.
our first 10 minutes.
Up onto the mount.
You know, it's hard for Miki to see with all that blood, but I think it's also hard for Burkholder to hold him down. He
Yeah, it
keeps
gets
sliding with all
slippery.
the blood.
Yeah, everything gets slippery.
Final 10 here in our second round. I think that Burkholder snuck in another vicious elbow, this time to the right side of the head. Shojin, though, still showing life as we'll hear the horn on our second round. The corner crew will have some work to do for Shojin Miki. Meanwhile, Jordan Burkholder looking strong through 2.
Now is where the cut man comes in.
Yes, this is where the cornermen
Save the
make
fight,
their money.
man. Save the fight, bro. Excellent ground control.
Yeah.
Man, Jordan has just got such good control on the ground.
Yeah.
Man.
We got some takedowns here from the second round. Let's take a look. Burkholder did a good job hooking the leg and slamming him down to the mat. He was able to later on get some shots. It's very impressive, though, as I look over to the corner off screen. Shojin Miki looks much better now that he's been patched up. Again, there's a big target that's going to be on his head for the remainder of this fight, but for now, his cut man, his corner team, they did a great job cleaning him up.
Yeah, he's still dripping a little bit, but yeah, a little bit of ice, a little bit of Vaseline.
All right, third round action now. So they'll lock the cage. We are ready to go. Jordan Burkholder, Shojin Miki.
10 feet, that's it. He's going to try to head kick you in a minute. Be ready.
This is the portion of the fight where a champion could be a heartbeat away.
He gathers himself very well after like a high kick or after his throws.
Go, 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 baby. Go, go, go.
Going for that single leg, did a good job to stay strong
Look,
here
we
for
got the
Miki.
blood. Oh, we got blood all over us, actually.
Got a little blood all over everything.
Need a new outfit.
I know.
You can see that cut open, though, right over the top of the eye of Shojin Miki here in front of our broadcast position. Burkholder and him wrestling up against the cage now. Burkholder, some good left hands right into the side section.
Yep, that's it. Good, yep.
Miki trying to inch away to get any type of leverage here, but the strength of Jordan Burkholder keeping him against the cage for now. Looking for knees and elbows and hands as he's wrapped up here against the cage.
Yeah, Shoji is working his way up to the cage. If he can get a little bit further back, he should be able to walk up.
Shojin does have a little bit of leverage, but a good job by Burkholder to get him back onto his side.
Yeah, Shojin needs to get his butt to the cage and his bottom leg freed. Just like this, now he can bring that bottom leg back to the cage and start standing up.
3:35 remaining here in the third round. Main event time here at Front Street Fights 31. Thanks for joining us. A fun night for sure, a champion still to be crowned.
Burkholder doing a great job of making sure he stays on his
keeping
back.
him pinned up on his back, pinned up against that cage.
Also doing a good job, Burkholder is, of not allowing any space for Miki to really maneuver out of there.
Yes, keep it up, keep that pressure, good job. Yes.
3 minutes to go here in the third round as Burkholder will try to wrap him up.
Good pressure, baby. We train all day for this, JB.
Burkholder's corner, you may be able to hear through our headset, happy with the performance so far, saying this is what we trained for. Vicious elbow there.
His elbows are beautiful.
Sharp elbow right into the side there, another fist.
And just a good job of advancing his position, using strikes in the interim. As he transitions from one position to the next, he's using those strikes to set it up.
Miki, though, surviving this barrage. Almost a forearm shiver there. The patience, though, of Burkholder here, too, to hang on, keep the pace. Not do anything frantic as Miki trying to get up to a vertical base. He's got that leg hooked, seeing if he can maybe spin him around. Instead, Miki will come back down onto a knee. Meanwhile, Miki, though, trying to get some type of a guillotine.
Trying to get that Darson there. He's trying to get an arm in.
He's going for an anaconda.
Yeah.
Well, the anaconda device, always very dangerous.
He could get this from here. He needs to, if he can switch his hips and get back on top, then he could
he would have
roll
something.
for an anaconda.
Yeah, he would have something, but right now he just can't get the pressures in the right places.
Minute 15 remaining here in the third round. Shojin Miki showing why he is a vet of this sport, surviving an onslaught from Burkholder.
Yeah, Jordan's doing a good job of just keeping him down in there.
Relentless.
Let's fight to that can opener. Let's fight to that can opener.
Another few shots, and I mean, the way he measures them and paces them, and it's almost like a surprise when you get a flurry.
Yep, right from there. There you go.
Trying to use the cage and get some leverage is Shojin. Burkholder giving him nowhere to go here with 30
he's got nowhere
seconds.
to go. He really needs to get his hips back, get his butt back against that cage, and start building his base up, start getting to his feet. This isn't doing him any good to stay here.
Yeah, he needs to get that bottom leg back to the cage.
Yep.
Coming down to the final moments here of round 3. Burkholder in the driver's seat. And he'll hang on here as it appears this will make it into a 4th round, but an onslaught, a barrage from Jordan Burkholder. A bloodied Shojin Miki continues to survive. And into these later rounds, that's all you need to do is survive. You never know what you can pull off.
Yeah. There's a little bit of blood everywhere.
A little bit of blood all over the announce desk, but you know what? It comes with the territory, all right?
All right. Part of the game.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights there from that 3rd round. You can see here Burkholder, a good job to get that single leg. Miki just running out of energy, I think, unable to kind of stand up and withstand this attack. As you can see, look at that vicious elbow. The elbows, too, from Burkholder, it's not in one spot. It's a good variety of angles.
Yeah, he's hitting whatever openings he can find. He's doing a really good job of changing the angle and the line of attack.
But yet again, both gentlemen rise. Championship rounds here on Friday night. Front Street Fights 31. You're streaming live on KTVB Plus the Front Street Fights YouTube page. We know people watching around the world. We appreciate you joining us for some late night fights here in the City of Trees. A champion will be crowned.
Oh,
what a shot
nice
there.
Shot. Nice shot.
Burkholder, knowing what has worked so far in this matchup, trying to get it right back to that position, not really wanting to allow Shojin Miki any life. He did connect with the great right hand, though, to start this round. Again, though, Burkholder wrestling him down into the cage.
Shojin's doing a better job this time of staying up, using the
Yeah.
cage, you know, as an
Yeah.
ally to help him stay up and not get put on his back.
I think from here now he needs to make space for himself by pushing on Burkholder's head, getting his elbow in, pushing on a head, making a frame. More so than wrapping around.
Yes.
Just because when you wrap around, this can happen. They can start going to the back.
Yeah, then it's
lifting.
kind of 50-50,
Yeah.
right?
Burkholder scooping him up, slamming him down into a new angle now, more center cut. Methodical pace from Burkholder. You never feel the urgency that he's trying to rush to a finish.
Yeah. And he's in a good spot. You know, half guard top is a good place to be in MMA. You can control their hips. They don't really have a lot of control over you, and you can hit. Like, you can drop bombs on them.
Shove that knee down. Look for your round, baby. Good. That's it. Yep. Good, Butters. Keep working that leg. Good. Yes. 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 Good.
Top control for Burkholder. You know that he's waiting for an opportunity to send in one of those sharp elbows.
Miki is so good
Yeah.
at regard. It's those long legs.
Yeah, he can really regard.
And durable.
Yeah. He's starting to climb up. He's trying to climb a little bit so he can set up some offensive, you know, possibilities for himself. But it's just so hard to do that when you're so sweaty.
Yeah, and
really
I
hard
mean,
to climb.
Burkholder's also doing a good job putting pressure into him too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so every time he kind of opens his legs to climb,
Yeah.
Burkholder just pushes through.
2:42 remaining here in our fourth round. Flyweight championship on the line. Burkholder clearly in the driver's seat, but never count out a crafty veteran.
Okay, he's doing a good job putting him up against the cage.
Good shots in.
Yeah, Shojin needs to go ahead and get up here.
In a brief window where I thought he was going to rise, but Burkholder now using his weight to drag him back down. Heavy shots there, right on the button, right to that cut that looks like it's been reopened. 2 minutes remaining in our fourth round. Burkholder trying to use his weight. Miki, though, down into the cage again, looking like he's landing these shots to the side of the head.
Those shots are definitely landing hard. You know, he's doing a good job of keeping him against the cage and pulling him away.
But Miki
when he wants to pull him away, right?
Yeah.
Miki finds himself up, though, to a vertical base somehow. Not much to do with it, though, is stuck to him as Jordan Burkholder.
I don't know if wrapping around the legs like that is what he should be doing.
Yeah, you know, if you...
Oh, he has a pretty good arm.
He's got the arm, but... You know, it's one of those things where, you know, when he's putting him on the ground like that, it's like, man, you know, when you grab his legs, he's also grabbing your legs.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're getting tangled up there, whereas...
You're giving up a base.
Yeah, so it might be better to just go ahead and just take him down clean and pass the guard on the feet.
Now his legs are up over the top. Yes, perfect.
40 seconds remaining here in the fourth round. Heavy shots to the side from Burkholder, knocking some of the air out of the lungs of Shojin Miki. Still hanging on, though, as we are
Nice pass.
nearly 20 minutes into this fight.
That was a good pass. So Shojin's kind of in a almost like an octopus guard type position. Back to regard.
Final 10 seconds here in the fourth round. One final shot there at the horn.
Man, these guys are, they are wearing the wearing the blood, man. It is everywhere.
Jordan Burkholder here in the corner. He looks pretty fresh.
Yeah, he is definitely.
I feel like he could do what he's doing all night long.
Oh, yeah. You know, there is something to be said about get on top and stay on top. Make them carry you. There's just something to that where it just wears your opponent down. Like it's cool and it looks like it's fun. All the jiu-jitsu stuff from the bottom, from the guard. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Inverting all day long, man. We do a ton of it. But in a fight like this, or even in a competition, when your opponent gets on top of you and starts making you carry their weight, it becomes a long day.
Oh, such a long day, especially with the sweat. You can't get up.
Yeah.
It's
and in the cage, adding to the problem.
like a wet blanket on you.
All right, man.
Final
Last
five.
round. Last round.
Last ride here. Flyweight championship waiting just outside the cage.
I feel like Shojin's really got to turn it on, man. He's really got to make something happen right now.
I mean, he's going to have to get a finish here.
He's got to.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of this
Looks
fight
like he's
on his
working for
back.
another front headlock. Oh, he's got the anaconda again. The only thing about the anaconda in this position is he needs to get his legs out and then he needs to roll towards the cage, which is obviously hard because the cage is in the way.
Yeah.
From right there. Give me that tight clinch if you can.
Burkholder with these heavy shots continuing here now into round 5. It's been like this for the last 20-so minutes. Oh, boy.
That was on his head.
Yeah.
Again, Butters, yep, that right side, that's our side, baby.
That was a good takedown.
Yes, we got one hook in. Dip that shoulder in there. Dip, yes, yes.
Yeah, I feel like Shojin's, he's got to either pull off a submission or a knockout. There's no other way.
Yep, get that other arm.
Burkholder not slowing down at all here in our
No.
final round.
Relentless with these positions here.
Wrapped up here, up against the cage. That takedown moments ago from Burkholder was vicious, though. Did not stop Miki, though. He's still
No,
fighting.
he's moving. He's still
game.
in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's game.
It's hard. These positions are so hard when your opponent is so good at them, you know, like.
Yeah. And when your opponent's so good at using the cage against you, man, that just becomes like a second opponent.
Been living against the cage, really, for the last 20 minutes is Shojin Miki.
Oh, he's got a choke.
He's almost got the choke.
He's a possible short choke? No.
No.
Looks like he had it around the chin
had it.
momentarily. Now completely upside down is Burkholder.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Miki's on top. Oh, wow. Oh,
All it takes is one window of
Yeah.
opportunity.
Just so slippery.
Slippery, though. A lot of blood still pouring out. 2:35 remaining in our 5th and final round of Front Street Fights 31. Miki's right in front of his corner here, getting guidance from the coaches, ideas of how to escape, maybe pull something off. Burkholder, though, relentless.
Hand fight, and go again. Watch it, yep, stay tight. He's looking for the Kimura. Yes!
Big shot again from Burkholder. Now trying to pour some shots down. Miki, though, gets up to a knee. Under 2 to go here in the 5th round.
Great job, Butters.
And they are just gassed.
Hook, shook, stay on him.
Burkholder is just
Yeah, it's just
relentless,
yeah, it's
relentless
relentless.
with it. He's not letting him rest at all.
Same pace the entire
Yeah.
fight.
But also, he's having a hard time getting him out of there because every time he goes to punch
Yeah.
like this, Miki ends up moving,
Yeah.
which is what exactly what you should do.
Yeah, he ends
to
up
keep
somehow
them.
standing up.
Yeah, well, exactly, right? You get hit, you have to move to make them adjust,
Yeah.
make them stop hitting you to
Right.
adjust, and And although Burkholder is getting the better position, he still got to adjust to Miki's reactions here.
Yeah, and he can't put him away, which is, you know.
Final minute of action here, our 5th and final round. Championship fight between Jordan Burkholder and Shojin Miki for the Flyweight Championship. Burkholder in the driver's seat the entire contest. But still a fight to finish.
And see, Miki again just regarding.
Yeah, these guys are tough, man. And just relentless. Even though Shojin's been on the defense most of the fight, he's still relentless in his efforts to make something happen. You know, he's locked up the
Kimura. That was a good shot. Ten seconds in the...
Vicious shot from Burkholder, the top of the head. Final ticks of the clock here as both men rise to their feet.
Wow,
ripping, man.
Wow.
Holy cow.
That was crazy.
Well, we are ready for our final announcement.
After 5 rounds, we move to the judges' scorecards. All judges scored this fight by unanimous decision. Your winner, fighting out of the blue corner and the new flyweight champion, Jordan Butters Burkholder.
Congratulations on winning the championship, man. How's it feel?
It feels good. It's been like a year almost since I fought, so a little ring rust, a little more nerves, but I was able to hit my spots and, you know, come away with a win, so I'm always happy.
Yeah, man, it looked like you had a plan. Like your plan was to take him down, put him against the cage, negate his guard, and then it seemed almost like you were timing your shots with those short elbows. Did you guys train that in camp?
I was just always training everything, every aspect of MMA, which is a big part of that's ground and pound. I wanted to get more elbows off. My mouthpiece was in. I wanted to get more elbows off and stuff, but he was so long. Honestly, like in his guard, it's hard for me to reach his face. So he presented a lot of hard things that I had to get around, and I'm grateful that I was able to.
Awesome, man. Any shout-outs?
My team at Jackson Wink, Coach Greg, Aaron, my main training partner, best friend. Without them, this would really suck. So them and, of course, my family, friends, everybody back home, Perry County, Ohio.
Awesome, man. Well, we're glad you're here. We're glad you're the champ, and we're looking forward to you defending this title, bro.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Jordan Burkholder, the new Front Street Fights Flyweight Champion here, crowned at Front Street Fights 31.